Hello everybody, I am Sightless Combat, and this is my first commentary-centric video on YouTube. This is a video focusing on how I, as a totally blind player with absolutely no sight whatsoever, actually tackle Killer Instinct as a game. Not completely, because that would take a lot of time, but just the basics of how you yourself can get involved in playing this as a blindfolded player, if you have vision of any sort, and as a non-visually impaired player if you don't have any vision. So hopefully that makes sense. So the key thing you'll notice at the moment is that the music is up. Now, as good as Mick Gordon's soundtracks are, and as good as Alice Plug and Cell Dweller's soundtracks are going to be once we get to hear them in the game, we're going to have to turn these down for this experiment. Not experiment, but this video. Back out into the main menu. So if I go into options, go down 4, I've learnt these by heart, into audio options, and then we go down 4 again, we have the music slider. Now we will turn that, actually I'm going to leave that up while I explain this. There is a slider above the music slider that I've just said about called HUD volume. Now if I move to the right, you hear that noise, which means it's all the way up. I was partially responsible for this slider being in the game myself, because middle of Season 2, I actually went onto the Ultra Combo forums and basically said, look guys, online I am dropping so many combos, it is ridiculous. Here's a bunch of suggestions I have for making this better for visually impaired players, and those with, particularly those with no sight at all, who can't see the KV meter and the shadow meter. Because at the time I was just having to guess when I had shadow meter and guess when I was going to drop a combo. So that was very frustrating. After a bunch of the community rallied around me and were very kind and basically said this would be a good idea, and one individual decided to troll the thread and basically be a bit of a pain. Can't remember exactly what was said, but I believe it was implied that the people that person had worked with who were blind hadn't played video games and it wasn't the done thing. I think that was the implication, though I can't specifically remember, so don't quote me on that. So after that all happened and the community did rally round me, I was surprised a few patches later that the developers sneaked in, without any of us realising they were going to do it, they sneaked in a sound update where it said in the patch notes, I'll see if I can link it in the description of the video, they said added audio cues for KV meter, shadow meter, and eventually they added, I don't know if it was in that update or whether it was in a later one, they added cues for Cinder's burnout enders as well, so you knew when they were affecting you. It makes it actually feel a little better when he connects those as well, because you know your limbs are on fire, which is rather interesting. So that's what this slider is for. This slider is to enhance the experience for those with no vision, or just to have it there. I think I've seen streamers who are sighted players and they have this slider all the way up. I keep it up there because then I know how much damage I have left to do in the combo before it will blow out, as I will demonstrate to you later. Now if we go up to, we are on the announcer volume slider. Yep, just double checking. I have this all the way up and then a couple of clicks back from normal, because then, well, a couple of clicks back from being all the way up, because it makes him sound more forward in the mix, which is rather nice when you get lockouts, counter breakers, combo breakers, shadow counters, etc. And to be able to hear how many hits you've done in the combo. Not that I ever really count, but you know, when you get godlike combo in the just being shouted at, you know, godlike combo, that's always rather amusing. So we're going to leave him there. We're going to go down to, now we're at the HUD volume, and we're going to go down 1 again and turn the music down all the way like that. So now with that, we're going to go back out to the main menu, and I'm going to show you how exactly this all works. So we're going to go into fight, into, well, yeah, into, oh, I can't even remember, into single player, into fight, or master rather, down into practice, and we're going to choose my current main, Fulgor, and we're going to beat up on, wow, that loads quickly. Loads almost as soon as you press it. Now. That one doesn't load as quickly. Now. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. We're going to beat up on Khan Ra. Actually, you'll notice each character has a sound. So that's Maya. We got TJ. We got Riptor. Rawr. We got Omen. We got Argonos, who seems to take a while to load, and let's not go through all those. Might do that in a separate video, maybe. So we're going to beat up on Khan Ra.
Khan Ra! Fight on!
So now this just loads. So, basically the way it works, I'm going to suggest before we start that you put stereo headphones on, so that you can get the full effect of this. Make sure they're around the right way as well, that's very handy. These intros without music still sound good.
You'll make a fine specimen.
You sure? 'Cause I'm not. Okay.
Fight!
So, you can hear Fulgor making noise on the left-hand side. Now, if I press back to block... Oh, and the little noise is my shadow meter going up. And you'll hear it again in a minute. And then if I hold... So this is backwards, and if I hold forward as well... I walk forward, and there's the shadow meter again. So if I now crouch, and if I crouch again, and let go, crouch, let go, there's a sound. Like that. Now if I jump, so that's just the neutral. If I jump back, you can hear that pans if I jump forward. You can also hear that pans if I jump all the way from the left-hand side of the screen to the right-hand side of the screen. Like that, and if I jump all the way to the left, there we go. Now if I teleport, it will still move as well. So if I do quarter circle back and right trigger, I will end up behind Khan Ra. Oh, hang on, if I can get my inputs right. There we go, and if I do quarter circle back and light kick, on this side I will flip to the left hand side of the screen where I was before. And then if I do quarter circle back and medium kick, I will go into the sort of middle of the screen-ish. And then if I do quarter circle back and kick again, ow, I will just end up hitting Khan Ra because I got my inputs wrong. There we go. I still moves slightly inwards. So if I now teleport back to this side. Now, one last thing as well. Spacing is a thing that you just get used to. So a move like, oh, dashes as well have sounds, so... You get the idea. So, that little noise means you can use your devastation beam, more commonly referred to as the hype beam, which makes this noise.
Extreme!
Giant red laser beam. How interesting. So, I was saying about spacing. You can tell where your opponent is just by their sound effects. Not necessarily just by that, but they're, when they're moving around as well, you can chase around the screen and then do moves. When you're up close, you can do moves like this, which, if you do it in the right place, can send them flying across the screen. Also with grabs, you will hear the opponent's body fall pan as they hit the ground. So that was a backwards grab, and then if I teleport to the left-hand side and do a grab there, I can flip him over to the right. So there we go. Microsoft Studios and Iron Galaxy have done a really good job on the audio design for this game, including the projectiles. So I'm going to throw a light plasma bolt, even, just commonly known as a fireball, really. So it glides across the screen. And you can hear there's that noise where it's travelling. That's a medium one. So it goes slightly quicker. And you think that's cool? Watch the heavy ones. Oh, I must have tapped the button while it was still in flight. That was interesting. Okay, and then if I do a light one from all the way back here, hopefully it will travel a little longer so you can hear that noise. There we go. Then a medium one. And a heavy one. There we are. So also, oh, as a little side note, you're currently, at least in this build of, oh, there's Hype Beam again. What do we do with Hype Beam? We use it. Oh, no we don't. Okay, let's leave that alone. As a side note, with projectiles, if you're quick enough, as Fulgor at least, you can actually destroy them completely by using your quarter circle back and medium punch, which is your laser. So that move, which actually doesn't sound any different to this move or to this move. There we go. Those last two being quarter circle back and heavy punch. Like that, and quarter circle back and light punch, respectively. So, we've seen how that works. The only other thing I'm going to show you with regards to this, before we jump into a couple of matches, is that projectiles, when they vanish off screen, will occasionally have sound as well. So, let us go into the character select screen again. I'm going to click Jago. And I'm going to do random character. Ah, Jago Maya. Yep, as I said, each character has their own sound, other than Shago on the select screen. And during that little character freezy loading screen thing there. I have energy. Really long pause there.
Watch out. You might get cut.
Ready.
Okay.
Fight.
So, if I go right up to Maya and I knock her down, and then I throw a light Endokuken, it will sail over her head, and we will hear the noise of the Endokuken itself vanishing off screen. So, hear that little noise in the right-hand corner. And then if I do it on the other side, there we go. And then if I do heavy ones, oh god, I couldn't even get it out then. Couldn't even get the fireball to come out. And then the other side. Yeah, so there's a lot of interesting stuff, and the idle animations have sounds, as you just heard there. There we go. So, we'll jump into... Oh, I should have shown you KV. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you KV with Sabrewolf because that's probably the best idea. Because Sabrewolf is a good example of where the KV can easily be heard normally. Sabrewolf versus TJ. Okay. We'll go with that. I'm going to not let this play, I'm going to skip it. So, the KV meter is always heard on player 1 or player 2's side of the screen, depending on who's initiating the combo. And if I do, it tracks how much you're gonna, it goes up by a certain amount depending on what strength of move you're using. So if I just do a light set of attacks, I'm using combo assist as well, just to tell everybody.
Extreme. Extreme.
Hear that little noise on your left-hand side? That is your KV.
Extreme.
And then if I do mediums,
Awesome. Awesome.
and then if I do heavies, and find it.
Combo!
There we go. And then...
Beastly combo!
Yep, so... yeah, that is how the KV and the shadow meter works. I believe the instinct meter was also made a little louder, the sound for when you obtain instincts. But I'll let you know if that happens during these next matches. I'm going to go into Shadow Lab and get my shadow test up. Oh, I didn't do that. Right, that was annoying.
Fight on!
Okay, actually, let's do Shadow. Yeah, we'll do this. Shadow Survival. I've gone into the incorrect shadow. Got my Argonos here. Argonos isn't my main, not by any stretch, but I like to think I'm okay with him at the very least. Let's skip this. It's an Argonos mirror as well. This guy grabbed me. That's one way to get your opponent through a wall. Wow, this guy is shit. I think he's been learning from me. Although, to be fair, he has destroyed his own wall. So just using heavies at this point. Meter ender. Well, I say meter ender. That's the meter ender shortcut in combo assist. Now, there was no specific sound to say that I left instinct there, on the until it has obtained it. Okay, that was very strange. Oh, and that was literally unbreakable? You what?
Monster combo!
Okay. Oh, that was probably because I was dead. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, so I'm going to go back out, and when you rejoin this video, I will be testing my Fulgor Shadow.
Fight on!
I said I'd be testing my Fulgor Shadow. What I actually meant was I'll do a quick match in Shadow Survival and then I'll test it to see if I can demonstrate a few things. Maybe.
Ready! Fight! Lock out!
Why did it have to be a Severa?
Extreme combo! Awesome combo!
No, you don't. Yeah, see how much this shadow knows.
Ready. Fight.
Okay, I tried to break that, but it didn't. Yeah?
Triple. Lock out.
Okay, I keep breaking the wrong thing.
Insane. Combo breaker. Hyper combo.
Yeah, Sadira is a massive problem.
Ready. Fight. Lock out.
Oh god, okay.
Lock out. Insane. Combo breaker. Combo breaker. Combo breaker.
Good to catch your opponents off guard. I'm going to see if I can go for the full ultra on this one and get the conversion. Because Sadira deserves it. I'll take that.
Awesome victory.
I'm actually going to leave that here because that was a good match to end on. So I have been Sightless Combat. If you have any questions about this video or how I play the game, if you want to run sets with me, if you want to play matches, just feel free to comment and let me know. And feel free to like, comment and subscribe as well. Thank you very much for watching.